Okay, so this is the first of 3 videos. This is about anxiety that I suffer with. I suffer with social anxiety disorder, and that is on a day-to-day basis suffer from it. It could be going to work, could be going to town, could be just even going for a drive, where you kind of panic and you think this is going to happen, and then you kind of snowball, and this snowball gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, until eventually I just end up in a heap on the floor crying and shaking. The best way to really I control it is that I rationalise every hour. So every hour I go, right, I'm going to accomplish this hour. Once it's accomplished, okay, next hour, and then keep doing that, and that gets you through my day. But like anxiety for like walking in town, like I know people who have bullied me through school, through social media, and it petrifies me to even walk through town. But I know if I don't go to town or if I don't do that action, I'm just negatively reinforcing it, and that kind of problem then kind of itself snowballs and it gets worse and worse and worse. The best thing I could suggest really, like what I do, is kind of don't let you reinforce the negative action, but reinforce the positive action. So if you need to go to town, say like for example when I was really bad with depression and my borderline, is that I would go to town and I'd like go into Argos, say, and I'd burst into tears. I'd walk out, and then that'll be it. I'll be in a panic attack. I'd have to get a taxi home. I'd be a mess. So when that actually happened. So when that happened, in the next day, I then went into Argos again, looked at the book, and then left, and then came straight back home, just to try and baby step it back in. And it took a long time. It took about 3 years to learn it. But as soon as you start that trail, you'll build up that strength and that courage to really combat your anxiety. You know, that being said, the anxiety really does get to me. I mean, I could wake up one day and not want to go to work, or not want to do something. Or something happens at work, or something happens when I'm out, and my head kind of goes, oh, that shouldn't happen, or what if I do this and that happens, and if that happens, like this could happen. And this, like I said before, a snowball can get so big and big and big, and that's it. Your head's gone. You can't concentrate. You're writ off for the rest of the day, and it's crippling. It really is crippling, and I can totally sympathise for those who are suffering other anxiety disorders out there. And hopefully, like what I've just said, if you know, baby steps and reinforce the positive actions, and try and keep your head above water. Don't let the negativity overwhelm you, and try and power through it. But there are people out there. I find talking about it as well helps no end, and discussing it with trusted people. I think the best thing with anxiety is to actually not, like I say countless times on Instagram and Facebook, and to people, is don't suffer in silence. It's the worst thing you can do. I find talking about it, and if I have a really bad day, you know, I tell people. I mean, I can tell anyone, and I can appreciate if you're new to trying to get out and do things that you don't want to tell anyone because you think they'll judge you. But as soon as you get that network down with good people and people you know will listen to you, you know, it's good to have that network where you can go to someone and go, look, can I have a quick word? Can 5 minutes? Let's have a cup of tea. I'm not feeling too hot today, you know, all this kind of thing. And that immediately helps, and having people understand where you're coming from definitely helps. So that's probably my best tip. And then what I do personally is I'm very vocal about it.